What are the three signs that you're going to be rich one day? We're going to talk about those things in this video. So stay tuned. This is the David Will Show. Let's go. All right, welcome back. So what are the three signs that you will be rich one day? I'm here with Will Fan. He's a multi-millionaire entrepreneur here in Vancouver, BC. He's been featured in the Forbes magazine for the top 30 multi-millionaires under the age of 30. He just recently turned 30. Congratulations.
Awesome.
Okay. And so let's talk
I don't
about...
look like it though.
All right, so what are the three signs I'd be rich one day? Number one, first one.
Never give up. I remember when we all started, like we started with humble beginning, humble background, and the only thing that we had was really ourselves, right? And having that energy to work every day, every morning, every night. I think a lot of people would give up. Generally, they would give up if it's something that they're not used to. I used to have friends that come out of school or they got embedded into the workforce most of their life, and the problem that they were having was they can't go outside the comfort zone. So, they provide, they actually they need the support of a job. People who are studying now in school, they follow a system just to hope that they can build a career, a future there. But then when they all come out, they almost literally give up. It's not easy. We're gonna have to work hard for it. We're building something for the future, and that's a fact. And most people, they can't perceive that. It's not, in their realm of reality. So what we have to do is, take it step by step and explain why and how. But I see most time when people give up is usually that one disbelief that they have, and they take it as like it's the whole thing, right?
Yeah, so I think to become successful, you have to do things that you're not used to doing. That's a plain prerequisite if you want to be successful. You have to get out of your comfort zone. Mm-hmm. You have to do something you haven't done before. You have to get skills that you don't have, because if you had the skills already, you'd already be successful, right? So you need to get new skills, you need to get new opportunities, you need to do new things that you haven't done before, okay? And the thing is that when people do that, they give up. Mm-hmm. Because they're not getting the result that they want. Mm-hmm. They're not getting the success they want, right? Let's say they want to get a new skill, like networking. Right? We talked about networking in our last video, how to overcome the fear of networking. That's a skill. You need to learn it. You need to practice it. So in order to get good at it, you have to get out of your comfort zone so that you can get successful in it. So the problem that people do is that they try it and then they fail. And then they said it's not working, and they give up.
Yeah. You look at the bees and the fly theory. The bees and the fly. So the flies actually they're stuck in one place. You put them in a jar, and if you put it upright, right, and there's the exit, they can actually leave. They actually remain in the jar for whatever reason. Even if you turn it around, they still don't know how to come out of it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's interesting. So flies, actually, they stay in one area. So if you're ever walking on the road or like the farm, you always see flies flying that same area, but they can keep flying anywhere they want, right? However, the bee inside actually will find its way out. It always will, right? So the little flies, those little tiny flies, they only know how to stick in one area, right? So you think about most people are like, with flies, right? They're noisy, it's distracting. They're focused at all, like in their mind. so we see that quite often. And but I think the bee, he's gonna go hunt. He's gonna go provide for his hive. Goes look for honey and food, right? So he needs to get out and say, I need to go and produce. I have work to do, right? So that's the difference between the bee and the fly. So don't be the flies.
Okay, so number one, never give up. That's the number one sign that you're gonna be rich one day. So number two sign that you're gonna become very rich one day is you are very resourceful. What does it mean to be resourceful? It means that you can solve problems creatively. You're always going to encounter problems. But if you can't solve the problems creatively and differently than however people solve it, then you're going to have a tough time to be successful, make any kind of money, or make any progress in your business.
Yeah, so being resourceful is so important. This is so key because if you really have nothing, like you start from zero, you really only have what's in your immediate vicinity and your immediate network. So, this means, not burning any relationship, friendship. This means, don't go excessive on things that you might buy and you're not going to use it. Use whatever you have now and maximize that.
You gotta be like Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Okay. He was in a cave. He had a bunch of scrap material, and he built his Mark I Iron Man.
Yeah.
To get out of the cave.
Yeah. You build armor out of nothing.
If you want to stay in the cave, right? And if you want to get out of the cave, you need to be resourceful with what you have.
That's right.
And then create something, just like Tony Stark did.
Exactly.
Okay? If you don't, you're gonna get stuck in the cave.
Yeah, we're gonna die.
You die in the cave. Yeah. So if you're gonna start in your business and you want to figure out a way to get to the next level, right? Make a list of things that you have, right? What connection do you have? Who do you know?
Write it down.
Access to money, access to other people's money, access to credit, access to products. What products do you have? What skills do you have? What did you study in school? What are your expertise in? You don't have to be the world's best, but let's say out of 100 people, are you in the top 10 people that know about a certain topic, right? It could be anything, right? So what's your expertise? What are your strengths? So make a list of all of that. And then those are your materials. Those are your raw materials, like Tony Stark in the cave. Those are raw materials. So you have all the raw materials. Then you can create a plan, make a blueprint, and say how I'm going to build my business so that I can get out of this cave, get out to the world, to the next level of lifestyle.
Exactly.
Okay, so third, final, and we think the most important sign that you're going to be successful one day is dream big.
So what this really means is, I see this quite often, and a lot of people in society, they don't believe in dreaming bigger. They think anything that's bigger is just delusional. It's an illusion, or it's like they feel that it's just it's a dream, or it's not something that it can be realistically happen, right? So I think the most important thing that was lacking in this society now is dream bigger, expanding your mindset, expanding your financial wealth mindset, right? Like some people actually haven't experienced making more than $10,000 a day, right? Some people haven't experienced even making $100 a day, right? So it really comes down to a different level of thinking. And back then, I remember when $100 a day, that was pretty good. You're a young teenager, but as you get older, you realize no, that's not enough. That's not you have to keep going for more, right?
Right. I remember one of the first books I ever read was The Magic of Thinking Big. If you haven't read that, I suggest you get that book, Magic of Thinking Big. And that really changed my perspective of how we think. Because the bigger that we think, then the more that we can achieve. So for example, today, or now, I make in one day what I used to make all year. Probably you too.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. Back then, when I was younger, it's like, well, 10 grand a year was obviously really good, but now you can do 10 grand a day. That's way better.
And now we do it easily. All right, and we never thought back then that we could achieve what we have now.
Exactly. Yeah.
Unless we thought, unless we dreamed really big, right? And now we have even bigger goals,
right? And so you have multiple universes, like multiple people with different ideas and thoughts, right? And just imagine you're the only guy thinking this big while everyone's like thinking this minute. And so I always quite see often was there's always more people thinking very small compared to a guy who thinks there's only one guy that always thinks big. Everybody around him was very, very small, but you can see that there's so many people that actually think so small that it actually imprisoned the guy who's thinking big. Like he's wanting to do more. He wants to build, a multi-million or billion-dollar enterprise, right? And there's very few people that can think like that. There's very few.
Yeah. Just imagine if nobody dreamt big, we wouldn't have anything today.
Yeah, there's no infrastructure, no technology, right?
No technology. Like for example, if Elon Musk never dreamt about making an electric car, so successful, then we wouldn't have Tesla. Right?
Exactly.
Or Tesla himself, right? We wouldn't have like Nikola Tesla, right?
Right.
He didn't dream big. We wouldn't have basically 90% of the technology we have today, like everything from radio to these semiconductors and
Microsoft, Bill's Gates, we didn't have him, we have no computer, right? Computer technology wouldn't exist, right? No guys like him,
Right. So the bigger you dream, then the more opportunity comes your way, or the more ability to recognize opportunity.
Exactly.
Because if you have your eyes closed, if you close your eyes and you don't dream big, then even the opportunity like hits you in the face, you're not even gonna know. Or you would actually reject it. You actually say, "Oh, well, actually, I'm not ready for this," or you kind of like sabotage yourself if you don't dream big because you want to stay small, you're too scared, too much fear. Right? So, dreaming big is like the opposite of fear.
There's more fear, going back to those small dreamers, is because that much fear. And when there's more fear than courage, you only think and dream this small, right? So you have to get rid of that. Most important thing is increase your confidence and actually just keep thinking about, keep dreaming about it every day. It's like going to the gym. Your repetition, you have to increase your rep, you have to push that last weight. That's the only way you can grow. Right? So,
all right. So let's wrap up. So the 3 signs that you're gonna be rich one day. Number 1, you never give up. Number 2, you're resourceful, and number 3, you dream big. Right?
Exactly.
All right. So I hope that helps you out. And if you like this video, make sure you subscribe to this channel and click on the notification bell to get all the latest videos coming out from the David and Will Show.
Yeah.
Make sure you ask questions. If you have any questions about your own business, about your own personal development, then ask them in our comments, and then we're going to create a video just for you to answer your questions.
Yeah.
All right. So
please like all our videos as well.
Yeah. Like all our videos, share them,
comment,
and until next time, David Will Show. Peace.